Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to episode 37 of Dinner from the Dining Car. It's Sunday, August 1st, 2021. It's about 2-ish. So today we're going to make from the Southern Pacific Railroad their Salmon a la Presidente. It's basically a roasted salmon in foil, seasoned and covered with a breading that's got all sorts of good stuff in it. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to start with, of course, 2 good-sized chunks of salmon. They're going to be pretty big for individual servings, and then you're going to brown them, put them in aluminum foil, and roast them the rest of the way with a breading. Now, in your breading is butter, which I have in the fridge that I haven't gotten out because I don't want it to melt right away. And you're going to need about a cup of good old-fashioned traditional breadcrumbs. You're also going to need to season the fish and the breading some fresh parsley and some fresh thyme. I just picked these out of our garden a little bit ago, rinsed them off, and they all have to be chopped up relatively fine. We're going to use a chopper for that. You're also going to need green onions. Now, you're not going to use the chive portion of these, you're just going to use the onion portion. You're going to end up with about 2 or 3 tablespoons, maybe a quarter of a cup. You're going to use a stalk of celery. Again, this is also going to be chopped fine along with the onions. And you're going to need mushrooms. Again, chopped fine, because this is all going into the breading mixture. Anyway, you brown the fish, you get out some aluminum foil, you make the breading mixture, you put melted butter on the bottom of the foil, put the fish on top of it, that way it doesn't stick to the foil. Cover it with the parsley and thyme, and then the breading mix, and seal it up, and you're going to roast it at about 400 to 425 degrees for about half an hour. Now we're going to serve it today rather than with rice. We're serving it with, for a vegetable, we got some lovely broccolini. I don't know if you've ever had this stuff, but think of it as baby broccoli with really long stems. It's incredible roasted, and we're going to roast that right along with the fish. And then we're going to serve that with a nice, fresh, that I just picked up from the grocery store, French baguette. And oh my goodness, is this one fresh. And that's going to be dinner tonight. Well, that's what you need for this recipe. And the table just moved. And, wow, ADHD. I wonder if I've got it. Sorry. That kind of Sunday. So anyway, that's everything you need for this recipe. Oh, wait. One thing I forgot. In with the breading mixture, you're going to need an egg. It's going to bind up the breading mixture so when it sits on top of the salmon, it doesn't just completely fall apart. You'll see that when we start to go cooking. So anyway, that's it for what you need for this. And we'll be back once we get started and get cooking. We'll see you then. Okay, folks, we're back and we're ready to start cooking. I've got butter with a little bit of olive oil melting on the stove. First thing we need to do is prep the fish. Excuse me. Forgot my melted butter. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take aluminum foil. You kind of make a little kind of pouch-like thingy, and then you're going to take some melted butter and pour it on here. Grab your slab of fish And you're going to toss it on here a couple of times. Make sure it's good and coated. Salt and pepper. And a couple of, they're right in front of you. That's not the salt and pepper. Salt and pepper are right in front of you. And a couple of napkins, please, so I can wipe my hands. Thank you. My little helper's with me. I can't do much without my little helper. She's real good at helping. Okay, and then you just spritz a little salt and pepper on these. Now, what we have is we have already chopped up fresh herbs. This is the parsley and the thyme, and you're going to take a pinch of that, spread it on this salmon, and then you're going to go to the other sheet of aluminum foil. That goes in with the breading. You're going to take more of your melted butter. I've always found, I don't know if I just mentioned it a minute or two ago, when you melt butter in a microwave, one of your safest bets is to put just a dash or two of olive oil in it. That keeps the butter melted, but it doesn't let it burn. So take that from a guy who's been doing this for a while. Again. Salt. Now you will probably have a little melted butter yet left, and that's kind of a good thing, because when you put the breading on here, you're going to want to drizzle a little bit of that on there. And the fresh herbs. That already looks like something I want to have for dinner. Okay, that's as far as the salmon goes. Now, we move over to the frying pan on the stove. There we go. That's a nice picture of it. And in here, in this nice melted and browned butter, you're going to add about 1/4 cup of the chopped up celery and onion, and 1/4 cup of the extremely finely chopped mushrooms, and some more of your fresh herbs. These you just kind of go by sight. Very. And you're going to give these a quick stir. Getting them all nice and brown and happy, and oh my God, does it smell good in here. The fresh herbs really, when you put them in the melted butter and olive oil, they really release, and you can smell it. Then you'll take a cup of plain breadcrumbs, good old classic breadcrumbs. Yeah, that's a cup right there. And you'll just spread that in here. And you just whip this around until it forms a little bit of a kind of a paste. Now, I need, I'm going to use the additional butter here. Until this forms a little bit of a paste. Now I might need to add a little water because this is awfully dried out. Let me just add a little water. Oh, the eggs. I forgot the eggs. Thank you. My little helper, making me remember. The eggs are here to keep everything bound up. That's what the eggs are for. That's what the eggs are for. Kind of bind this all up and make it into a little more of a paste rather than sand. And this gets done pretty quickly too, might I add. Okay. And OMG, does this smell good. Okay. Give me just a minute to reposition the camera, and we'll take care of the rest of it and get it in the oven. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that, folks. I had to change the battery in the camera as well because the battery was about to die on me and I didn't want the damn files to get corrupted again. So this is what, now we're pretty much ready. Okay. In this pan right here, I have our broccolini. Now this is, we like to make it mixed with olive oil and then seasoned with Montreal steak seasoning. You will be impressed if you ever roast broccolini with how good that tastes. So, okay, now we come over here to our stuff and we just take spoons of this and we top the salmon with it. And it's got the egg and all that good stuff. Can you smell this, Judy?
It smells delicious.
I hope it tastes as good as it smells. I think this one needs a little more, or are we good?
I think that's fine.
Okay, a little more. Let me bring the camera in so you guys can see that. How awfully yummy that looks. Oh, the tripod's getting in the way. There we go. Now, what you need to do once you do this is you simply close up the foil pack. Hey, you know that breading's hot. There's one. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. You know what I might want to do? Because I don't have any butter for the top of this. If you run out of melted butter, guys, there's always a backup plan. Butter flavored cooking spray. Just shoot that on the top of this. Then close it back up. Oh, I hope this comes out great. Now, I'm going to put this on top of your rack of broccoli. This will be going into our tabletop oven because it's 92, 93 degrees here in Burbank right now at 20 after 4. And if we turn the oven on, it's going to heat this kitchen up so bad we can't even sit in here. So let me get this in the oven. Back the camera up so you guys can see that. Yes, Monday, tomorrow, they're supposed to be here with our new air conditioner to replace this dead one. that has been dead for more than a year. So it was just a matter of finding an air conditioner that would fit in here and would run on 110 volts rather than 220. Anyway, that's another story. Wow, ADHD. Now we just pick this up, put it in the oven. It's in there.
Oh, okay.
It's underneath the fish. About 425.
You remember the salad?
Yes, I remembered the celery. For about half an hour. So that's it for now. And we'll be back when this is all done. So then we'll cut the bread and we'll plate it. You can see how it all looks then. We'll be back in about half an hour. Okay, folks, we're back. It's a half an hour later. Now we're going to plate this stuff up and you can see it. Oh, it sure smells. I can sure smell that broccolini. What you do is you oh my goodness. Oh, that salmon is done. It's coming apart as I'm trying to get it out of the foil. Oh my Lord. If you people could smell this. Let's not leave any of the good stuff behind. Oh, let me have your plate and I'll get yours first. Let's see. Right here. I'm presuming you want the little smaller piece?
Yes, I do.
This looks yummy. Please don't stick. Please don't stick. Please don't stick. Oh, it didn't stick at all. Look at that there, folks. That is gorgeous stuff. Now we get a little bit of broccolini. Oh, the broccolini roasted nice too. Is that enough for you?
That's plenty.
Okay, before you start eating, get mine plated up, and then I'll take a quick video.
This is the small one?
That's the small one.
My goodness. I could have split this with somebody.
Anyway, folks, this is what it looks like on the plate. You got your salmon and your breading here. We cut a couple of lemons so we can squeeze them on the salmon. And there's your roasted broccolini. And over there we have, whoops, the cut up half a loaf of a French baguette. So there it is, guys. That's the, whoops, just went to black and white. Just went to black and white. That's better. Sorry about that, hit the wrong button on the camera. There you have it, guys. One salmon dinner. The Southern Pacific's salmon a la Presidente with roasted broccolini. That's it for this video. We're going to sit down and we're going to enjoy our dinner. And if you do me a favor, hit the like button down there. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, want the recipe, email me at dinnerfromthediningcar@yahoo.com. With that, have yourself a wonderful night, stay safe, and eat well. We'll see you once again.